Yeah, I hear it.
Okay. So that's my cousin playing that lead right there on the hook. So now, whatever you're hearing as far as whatever, that's my dad.
That's nice. Yeah. I like that.
So
You know, I already got like 6 parts for this, right?
yeah, I know how you work. That's why I'm like, yeah, this one right here, Dan, to eat this up.
Cool.
Dan will eat this up.
Yeah, no, I got some thoughts on this. But yeah, sounds great. Well, cool, man. Well, I don't know. You want to send me a wave of it, or send me the session? I send me the wave. Probably easy. I don't have Luna anyway, so.
Well, Pro Tools and Luna they're inactive. Well, actually, what I've been doing is I've been bouncing out AAF files.
Okay, so yeah, just have everything printed.
Pro Tools and loading them up in Luna. Now it won't give me any processing that I did in Pro Tools, but it'll put the session.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Something like that. That'd be great. And I'll give you some ideas back, and I'll probably have too many, and you can pick out what you like or whatever, and we'll talk about it. But you know how I do.
Well, that's how we do. Like, just overdo whatever you hear, and then whatever fits in. That's we'll go with it. Sometimes I use all of it, so just depends. Because I know this one. We just did this the other day, so I had my cousin play that guitar part of
Okay, yeah. I can work around that or build on it or whatever,
And he's playing the bass line to boo boo boo. So
okay.
So that and then Wendy did that little piano stuff, and Pops just kind of played down, and and I started redoing all the parts that I did. Some of them I don't have all of them in yet. So I'll probably just bounce you down a wave, because
and then I just give you some stuff that'll work, because it's and you bring it in and out for different sections or whatever,
Yeah. Okay. The tempo is 137.
Okay, cool.
So
yeah, if you put that in the title or on the email, if you send it to me, then I'll probably remember it now since you made a point of it. But
yeah, it's 137, and what's that? 62.5.
It says 0.0 on the screen, so I don't know.
Huh?
It says 137.0 on the screen, so
yeah, 137. So let's see, in real time, that's 68.5.
Oh, I see. You doubled up. I got you.
Yeah, so yeah, it's double time. But so 68.5 or 137, whichever one you.
Yeah, 137 is good. I don't have to do the math.
All right. So
I'll set my quantize accordingly.
Yeah. So I'll bounce you a wave of it. I still really don't have a mix on it, because it still has the original.
Oh yeah. I get it. But yeah, I can get some ideas together.
I do have some, like there's some stuff with, oh shit, I still have that over there. Oh no, that's me talking to you. Yeah. All right. I still had some with my father. I did a little something to him, where so it's some processing on him.
Yeah.
So
I want to keep that, because that's part of the vibe there.
And man, I tell you what, man, I've really been getting into using pre-delay on reverbs now.
Okay, playing with that a little bit.
Yes, man, it just does something. It just does something, man. If you said it right. I guess the reason being is because I never knew how to really set a pre-delay before. But it
kind of corresponds to the beat sometimes.
Right, exactly. So and when I started doing that, just making it correspond to the beat, it started making sense to me. It's like,
because then your reverb started getting rhythmic.
Right.
It picks up the pulse.
Yes. So
it's not just a wash.
Exactly. I always wondered how, because I always looked at it as like delay. I'm like, damn, how are they making their delays sound like that? But a lot of times it's not a delay, it's a pre-delay.
It's pre-delay in the reverb.
So once I've been really playing with pre-delays since quarantine.
good time to rediscover your parameters.
Yes, exactly. You learn stuff, like I'm still learning. We're still learning.
Well, plus, like normal times, you're always rushed.
Always.
You got a session. Everyone wants to hear it now. It's got to sound good, or they go,
Exactly.
You don't have time to make mistakes in front of people.
Then taking your time with it, and in taking your time, you discover things.
Right. Yeah. Not everyone gets that. They just start giving you the board face, and you got to move it along and use your formula.
I watched Bruce an interview with Bruce Swedien talking about pre-delay before. I mean, he was talking about a bunch of stuff, but I'm just condensing it down to that section. And he was talking about pre-delays on reverb is the secret sauce. And I never understood what he meant by that then. Now,
right now it's he also had a thing where you say like compression is for kids.
Yeah, he can't stand compression.
Well, or like the younger guys overuse it, I guess is his argument.
Yeah, because they
sure he uses it, but he doesn't go crazy like other folks. Yeah,
because because he did say, he's like, today's music, everything's just squashed.
Right. It's not wrong, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. So and I've never overused compression. I use it accordingly. Now, sometimes I might squash something, but that's on purpose to do it, because it's not about controlling dynamics. It's about a sound that I want.
No, I get you.
So if it's a sound that I'm looking for, because all plugins, all compressors won't do it. Some compressors have some grit in it, and so over compress it gets gritty.
You gotta find that sweet spot, where you squish it just enough.
Yep, exactly. So I will do that, but I don't do that on vocals. With vocals, I pretty much just keep it tamed pretty good, and I've really gotten into automation now. So those peaks that compression doesn't catch, I just automate it. So, well, I won't say I don't, because there are times when I will compress a vocal pretty hard, especially in a rap vocal. Compress it pretty hard, and when I say compress it hard, I mean 2 compressors.
Okay. Do a little on each, and then yeah. So
a little on each. 3,
compress it a little bit, but in multiple spots.
Right.
I get you.
Yeah. So
I know some guys that do that too.
I'm doing that, instead of just one big 10 dB. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do 2 with 3 dB. 2 with 3.
You'll do it twice at different places in the dynamic range. Yeah, I get it.
I'll tell you what I have gotten into. The SSL, I love the SSL onboard compressor now. So
the bus or the channel?
The channel. On the channel. Yeah? Okay. I love the bus on the master, but
right.
On the channel, I love the because it's a VCA compressor for one, so it really, it can get grabby. I really use them on vocals a lot. So when you look at my chain, sometimes it might look like I'm only using one compressor, because you'll see the 1176 Bluey in the chain. Right. But I'm using 2 compressors because I'm using the compressor in the SSL.
Okay, no, I get you.
You only see in one compressor, so that's a little kind of.
It's hiding in there a little bit.
Yeah, it's hiding. So if somebody looks at my man, how you doing that with one compressor? Hey, I don't know.
Compression's for kid.
All right. I heard Bruce say he only uses he might use 2 dB, sometimes 3. Typically, what everybody else does, but
right. Well, it's like, the guys like Dave Pentile with the parallel compression. That's a whole other thing,
Right. Yeah. So
that's all you hear anyone say is parallel compression. These new plugins do parallel compression in the plugin. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. But
yeah. So
that's good.
Dave's another guy I kind of watch a little bit too.
He's good stuff. Don't get me wrong. It's just like people latch on to the one little thing as opposed to getting the whole approach about doing what works for the situation. There's no absolutes and that kind of thinking.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, if it sounds good, it is good. Because there's 1,000,001 ways to get the same result of something.
Right.
So whatever works for you, that's what worked. Because go ahead.
Things go in and out of fashion too.
Yeah, exactly. So, because my approach to EQing vocals, I see guys with 50,000 plugins on a vocal, And then it seems like, man, I can get my vocal sounding just like that with only 4. That's the SSL. I use that on everything. The SSL, the 1176 Blueface,
Right.
A de-esser, and I may use the Culture Vulture for a little bite.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Do you put your de-esser first, or you put it third, like you said?
I put it third.
Oh, okay.
Comes after the compressor. But I know I know a lot of people that de-ess first.
Yeah, I usually do. But interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I do it third. You know, first because I used to do compressor first, then EQ, but now I do EQ first, then compressor.
Okay, makes sense.
So I EQ and then compress the sound that because especially when I'm using subtractive EQ and get all the, you know, that's the extra compressor I might use. Plugin I might use if the vocal is a bad vocal take or something like that.
Right. So then you DS after you've kind of shaped it.
Yeah. After it's kind of shaped, then I'll DS because
and then you put a little grunge on it if you want to play.
And put some grunge, exactly.
Okay.
Because I EQ bright. I like my vocals bright, and then I get them good and bright, and then I'll roll off to get it in pocket, and then I'll DS too because, you know, I'm going bright. I like it bright. So once I get it nice and bright. Well, what I have been getting into lately is I really only use high shelving for air. Like I'll literally crank the like high shelf 16 dB.
Oh wow!
Like,
Okay.
not 16 dB, but 16K.
Yeah. Okay.
And put some air under it. Like that's really what I use the high frequency for now, just for air. If it's a good recording.
Okay.
And sometimes I use the mag 40K and just, you know, for air. I mean,
you can't hear 40K.
Right, you can't hear it, but the air, when you start turning up, it gives it the air though. You can't hear it, but you can hear that air. You can feel that air. It gets brighter and just, you definitely can't hear it. Absolutely, you can't hear it.
Yeah.
Have you tried it? Try it on the mag because it literally goes up to 40K, and when you start turning it up, by the time you get to around 3-4 dB, you already hear it.
I do not want to admit where my high end falls off. but oh yeah, I'm always open minded. I'll try anything once or twice. But
I mean, just you can't hear it, but you can definitely hear the air. It gets brighter. It gets brighter. You know, it's so up here that.
Well, probably the tail end of where it's lifting at least gets into your audible range.
Tail end of it is kind of, which is good because it's way down here, but that you know that slope.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's way down here, but it's raising up down here, and it's just giving it that air. It's a beautiful thing, and I actually got that Mog from Dave Pensado.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He put me on the Mog.
Okay, well maybe I'll have to get with the program then.
Yeah,
I got to do a little quarantine self-study this summer, I guess.
Yeah, I got that from him, man. I don't do it all the time, but something.
We need a little something.
Yeah, if I think a vocal needs a little excitement in it, I'll pull out that Mog to give it some air.
Okay.
And man, it sounds good on, and I don't use any other EQ on it except the air. I don't use it for anything because I've already done all the EQing I want. If I pull the Mog out, it's literally just for air. It's literally just for top end air, top end crystal. Spark.
Okay. No, I follow you. I saw. Hey, I was just looking at the track. So it has like warp built in on the track level.
Oh my God. Oh my.
I just saw that. Yeah. So you could change tempo and everybody goes with you.
Thunder Dan. Thunder. I don't know why I didn't even. That's definitely something that I have to show you. Like okay, so what you want to do? You want to make sure all these guys are on tempo.
Right.
Yeah, because sometimes it'll default to time.
I see that. Yeah.
But if you put it on tempo, because this is a feature. I don't know if you've ever caught me doing this in the studio before, but I I wanted to do that Prince effect on vocals where Prince would slow the tape down and record to the tape slowed down and then play back regular and would make his voice sound like this, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If you're familiar with the song, if I was your girlfriend.
Yeah.
If I was your best friend, would you let me? You know, and man, how does he get it to sound like that? But he was using tape tricks where he would slow the tape down, record it slower, and then speed it back, you know, to regular speed. So check this out. Man, you really picked out one of the best features on here. So let's see. So everything is on. Let me see. Let me turn it all on. Let me see. I have to do this first. You have to. All right. Track wise. Let me see. All these tracks. Turn them to very speed.
Okay.
Those on very speed. Get these on very speed too. Very speed. Now it's not going on the MIDI stuff. It's not going to work on the MIDI stuff, but okay.
Oh, so it could change the pitch when you got it on very speed.
Like just like you on tape. So
that's fun.
37. So Prince would do something like slow it down, sing it right there,
and then it would come back up, so it would be in tune and time, but it'd have a different format.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So, but if you just wanted to change tempo but keep the same, you know, you would
same pitch or whatever. You just put it all on tempo mode. Okay.
Keep it on tempo, but put the warp back on polyphonic. See, I changed the warp to very speed.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and especially for drums, Luna Razor Blade.
I guess that's hyper precise.
Yes, super precise. But I'm talking, man, I've really given it a test to see how much it could take before introducing artifacts. No artifacts, man.
Really?
No artifacts.
Okay. Well, that sounds fun.
No artifacts. Like this thing just, okay, let's go. Let's go. Got everything back on polyphonic. Let's go 160. No artifacts. Watch. Let's go 70.
I mean, I gotta take your word for it because Zoom is Artifact City, but but I hear it smooth. It sounds like it's moving smooth as you're doing it. So yeah.
Yeah, man. This thing is really, man. Like Pro Tools. Pro Tools does all that stuff, but
they're giving this away free, and it looks so smooth and just looks fresh. I'm tired of looking at I fell out of love with Pro Tools. I gave it 20 years.
That's what happened to me, and I fell in love with Luna. But me and Luna, we started off rough. Rough, but it was me.
Well, you got to have a lot of personal growth to be able to get into a place where you can admit that.
It was me. And I've even apologized to UA.
We're 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 seeing other DAWs. It's open.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're seeing other DAWs. So, hey, I even threatened him and told him I might go back to Pro Tools. I did that.
Oh boy.
I did that. I actually apologized to UA, man. This is how pissed off I was, man. I was like, I was loving it, and then
It hit some bugs.
Yeah, hit some bugs. But the bugs were a result of my 5-year-old iMac, either the logic card starting to go out or the graphics card starting to go out. So once I kind of settled in and like, hey man, it's not you, it's me.
Most of the time it really is. It's like you get hot because when you're under pressure and everything's fucking up on you.
Yeah.
And when you cool down, you really kind of like, all right, let me read some forums about other people. Yeah, I literally typed in the question you had and like, oh, that's what fixed it. It was a software thing or blah blah. Yeah.
So where we fell out at is the last update for Luna, which is the 3rd update. When it came out, that's it. Like, it reset. Because every time you update UA or the console, it resets and then reboots your computer. And when it was reloading all the plugins, it literally froze and it kept like I had to take
I see.
all the plugins out and back in. And it took me like 2-3 days to figure out how to like really, after I was on with customer service from UA for, man. And they told me to do that. And finally it hit me like the 2nd day, like, okay, I'm gonna do what you guys said and see if it works. But I had to do it in batches for it to work. And it was working in batches. And then I was like, it's working. So let me go ahead and put 50 of them in there and
right.
So I'm thinking it was their new update, but really what it was is the computer, because I updated my 2018 MacBook Pro that we're on right here. Seamless, no problems.
Yeah, it might be something funky like that.
Yeah, so it's something. At first, I was thinking it was Catalina versus Mojave because the iMac is Mojave.
Right.
The laptop is Catalina, but no, it's not that. I've accepted the fact it's the iMac. Something's going on with the iMac.
I mean, yeah, that sounds plausible. But yeah, I tell you, I'll send you that guy's name if you want to try to get it fixed or whatever. But you can get a new computer too.
I'll probably do both because
why waste stuff? But yeah, it's nice to get the new stuff because at some point, I'm stretching this thing for 7 years. Like the thing is, it's not like amazing like jump anymore. There was a point where every year you get a new Mac. It's like, there's so much more crap. It's so much faster. Now I'm like, it's incrementally better. Only now all the ports are different.
Right.
I gotta get adapters.
That's really the only thing.
That sounds like a downgrade to me. More like I would like some more speed and stuff and reliability, but I just don't. I don't have to rebuy everything. I finally got it working.
I mean that's how I feel about for me it's really about the speed, and I do want enough power to do all the stuff that I'm doing. So, but I had I was using my 2010 for the longest, and I gave it to my daughter a few years ago now, but I gave it to my daughter. So of course, because I gave that one away, I had to get this one. So I got this one because I gave the 2010 to her. And I just needed, in 2000, I bought the 15 and 16. So I bought the 2015 iMac in 2016, but I needed that because I needed one to just sit stationary at the house, and the laptop is my travel work computer. Is my work computer. So I'm with you with that. That upgrade every year shit. No, not good.
I'm over that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, But
once a decade now.
Yeah. I was telling my dad the same thing. Like every 10 years, like we're good for 10 years. I was already telling him I was going to upgrade to the new iMac for speed purposes because it's Thunderbolt, the USB 2, and I knew I wanted to update to because I've had issues with speed transfers from
old drives, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody playing piano and then it has dropouts and all of that.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah, you don't need that.
Yeah. So for those purposes is why I want to.
I can see that if you had like a massive piano sample or something and it's reading it off the drive. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So my Native Instruments pianos, that's where I noticed it doing that at. It's like, Jesus, this shit is killing me because it always throws the piano player. They're like, what was that? So, but then what made my mind up the other day is even this right here that I just played for you. Did we record this? Yeah, we recorded this on the iMac, and it was glitching her on the iMac.
Huh.
But when I told my pop I was already gonna switch over and start doing everything because this is sick. It has COVID, and I was gonna start working off of the laptop in the studio, and instantly the same parts that she played, and I'm talking about I've played it down 3, 4, 5 times back to back to back. None of those glitches that were coming up. So I figured, but I have the SSD plug directly in from the SSD slot instead of being that USB. This adapter.
The old adapter. Yeah, I got you.
So this is really.
That's the where the choke point is.
Yeah.
I got that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So because of that, you're basically going down in speed. You're not.
No, that's logical. Yeah.
Yeah. So once I figured that I made my mind up, like, okay, for speed purposes, because one other time before, working with the piano player, and it kept, glitching and popping and dropouts, and I was like, what the fuck is that? Why is it doing that? And on the laptop, I took all those big libraries off of the drive and put it on the laptop, and it appeared, but this is fast enough for that.
That makes sense.
So I was thinking it was this, and wasn't thinking about this being connected down speed, but it's absolutely that.
No, yeah, I just went through my whole journey with that too. So, well, awesome, man. I'm gonna get with the Luna program then, because I feel like I'm missing out now.
Thunder,
I'm definitely licking my chops about that Thompson mic too.
That too, I'm telling you. See, you're a gadget guy like me, so.
Yeah, I try not to be materialistic too, though. I don't want to just have things to have things, but if that's like even like 85% as good as the mics it represents, it's still an amazing value.
It is. Yeah. It's actually a game changer. Like I'm with you. No, I don't want to have things just to have things. They have to make sense for me.
Yeah.
And when I was deciding on what new mic to get, I was narrowing it down between just a good mic that serves one purpose, and you're just gonna have to do everything you do on that mic,
or all of the mics.
And I'm talking about when I finally I did weeks of research. Every single person I heard talk about this mic, world-renowned engineers, producers, like all the tutorials I saw on YouTube, nobody spoke badly about this mic. And then they compared it to the Slate, and what really won me over was the Slate, even though they say it sounds good, it basically uses EQ curves to simulate those mics. This doesn't use EQ curves. It's just modeled after those mics.
Gotcha.
Not using EQ curves.
Interesting. Interesting.
So that after that, I was like, okay, going with.
Plus, you're in the UAD family already,
And,
so.
and I'm already in the UAD family, and you get the Townsend Labs plug-in free with purchase of this.
Nice. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to spend some COVID money on it.
Yeah. And then I found I got it off Reverb. I found a store in New York, and they don't have sales taxes, so I literally got it for just $1,500.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So I didn't have the extra $150, $200 in taxes tagged onto it. So $1,500 even. $14.99. I saved $1.
There you go. It's that left number bias.
Yep. So, and I've been loving it ever since. Like I even there's a guy I don't know if you heard Kenya talk about this Caribbean artist Pressure.
No, I don't think so.
I did a song with them together, and I brought this mic over to his studio for us to record in. He became a believer. He bought it. And he has a U67 or 87 in his studio.
If I had to guess, I'll go 87 because most people have those, like buy into it. But that's yeah, no, I see some good rationale for that.
Yeah, I mean you're hearing me talking it, so
well, especially if I ever get my Danger Dojo thing going again with guests, to have one mic in my booth that I can just dial up to anything, that would be amazing.
And this is going to be the final straw to win you over. When you go live, it lights up.
Fuck out of here.
I don't know. I don't know if you can see that.
No, I can't, but it lights up?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Okay, yeah.
See that brightness?
Yeah. That's dope.
When you turn the phantom power on, the lights come on.
That's nice.
Time to work.
That's nice. Okay, yeah. Just take my money.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, it's I love it, man. When Pressure saw that, Pressure was just like, oh no, it lights up too. Yeah, so it's
So is Kenya in town, or is she like down the island or whatever?
No, she's in town. She's quarantining at her parents' house.
She reached out to me like a couple weeks ago or whatever, a few weeks ago. I was gonna get her to sing on one of the Fodego joints too, but cool. I had to reach back out to her.
Yeah. She's in town. Matter of fact, I think her daughter is having a graduation party or something like that. Some kind of party going on over there this weekend, and Chris is going to be in town. So her husband, he's going to be in town. So
awesome.
So everybody's going to be in town for that. But she's quarantining at her parents' house.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Well, awesome, man. Well, good hang, dude. Let's send me that track. I'll throw you some guitar stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna bounce it down for you right now. Even the bounce down feature, man. I like the bounce down feature of it. Like you can go over here.
Ooh, that's neat.
Bounce it, set it up how you want.
See the way they do the menus is a lot like this video editor I've been using, DaVinci Resolve. They got lots of good features. Like that's the thing. I'm just like Pro Tools does so much. I'm just tired of looking at it.
Yeah,
they need a glam up.
Yeah, they do. I mean, I got you, man. I feel you all the way. It does, and I can send you a AA. It doesn't do MP3. It does AAC.
Send me a wave. Do you know how to do a wave and do like a WeTransfer? It's too big. Well, just somebody can get.
I can. Yeah, I'll just send you the wave.
So that way it'll sound better. I want to hear all the 44 is good. Yeah.
32 or 24?
I guess it doesn't do me a 24. I usually work at 24.
All right.
Please and thank you.
No problem. Yeah, so I'll send it down to the
include MIDI file for tempo map, bypass effects, preserve.
You can do all that, man. You can preserve your mono tracks instead of everything bouncing down in stereo if it wasn't stereo. That MIDI file, it bounces a MIDI file for the Like it's just man. This shit is man.
Yeah, it looks like they got a lot of good features from Logic, kind of.
Yeah, I think they took the best of all DAW worlds.
Yeah, and just kind of
and made it in here because
it does look a little bit like Logic, but it's not. There's some weird stuff about Logic that I can't get my head around, the way they set up little menus inside menus and
me too,
like
man. I Logic, I could never get into Logic.
Like, I like all the features. It's just like the metaphors are all wrong, and like the way I would look, it's not as intuitive as, I guess, I've been doing Pro Tools for so long. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, that's that Pro Tools. Pro Tools. What do we call it?
Mindset.
Yeah, Pro Tools mindset, conditioning. Yeah, so
it's more like it.
Because nothing else, since it became standard, nothing else got you off of it, you know.
Right, and then the whole attitude was like, "You're a loser if you don't learn Pro Tools." I got 15 other kids out in the parking lot willing to intern for free that learn Pro Tools. I got,
right.
blah blah, and like, it's just beat out of you that it's even like acceptable, unless you're like a weirdo like me and coming up from the outside. But yeah,
yeah, I've heard a lot of Logic users talking about how they're going to switch over from Logic to Luna when Luda grows up just a little bit more. But for version 1, everybody's like, man, for version 1, this shit is really, really good.
No, it looks pretty dope. Now, Logic just came out with a whole new
I saw that
too.
I saw that.
And they're catching up to GarageBand because all the cool stuff was in GarageBand.
Yeah.
Because my son was doing some amazing loops on his iPad. I'm like, what do you got
on GarageBand?
Yeah, on GarageBand. So like they updated the daddy version of GarageBand because it was behind.
Yeah, because
that's what Logic is now.
Yeah, it's like, when I bought that 2010 laptop, in 2010, Logic was fairly new then. It was
well, to Apple. It's been around since my days. It was
Apple.
There's a company called eMagic before Apple bought them in the 80s.
Right.
On Atari ST and all that stuff. Yeah.
Exactly. So GarageBand to me seemed like it was a little more fun, but GarageBand seemed like a little brother of Logic.
Right. But now they started doing better features on it, like the loop playback. They had like a grid, and the audio waveform was in a ring, and they brought that into Logic now. Like that was, I thought that was the coolest thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it was like it turns your iPad into like a push for Ableton.
Oh yeah,
but you can see the waveforms spinning around inside the little button.
Huh.
It's really dope. Yeah, it's like wow, this is super intuitive. And my son was just making these like hot house tracks out of nowhere, and like, what are you doing?
That's dope. That's dope. Dope. I have to check that out.
Yeah, no. So cool, man. Yeah, well, yeah. Let's give me a bounce of this, and I'll mess with this the next day or couple days or whatever.
All right. Yeah, I'm about to bounce it down as soon as we hang up, because if I play, well, I could bounce it down without real time mix down, but the last time I did that, like, say for instance, this song is 3 minutes and some change. The bounce down actually took, when I didn't do it in real time mix down, the actual bounce was longer than the song was.
Oh, I got you. If you don't set the parameters,
yeah. So I don't know if they fixed that.
Gotcha.
I did see some people complaining about it, like, yeah, finally got the song mixed down in 9 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Bounced down in 9 minutes. I'm like, Jesus. So I've been just, in case they didn't fix it yet, I just bounced everything down.
That's cool, yeah, because it doesn't sound that great over Zoom anyway with all the artifacts. So yeah. Well, cool, man.
What helps that?
Huh?
Listen to helps that. That's the app that I was telling you about. Listen to.
Oh, Listen to. Okay.
Listen to.
That's the other thing I'm going to research. 'Cause I've been reading up on some plugins or stuff like that that give you full range audio over Zoom.
Yep.
So
the guys at UA when they're doing their Luna office hours, they use it. And that's where I got it from. I got it from them. So Listen to enables you to share stuff through Zoom, share music through Zoom, real time in full range, and it sounds, there's no artifacts, there's no lag, I'm
gonna scope that out then.
You know what? I should have, because I could have put it on my master bus. You put it on your master bus, and you put the receive version on yours.
Oh yeah, we should do that for next time.
Yeah,
I feel like this was a good podcast.
It was.
Did I record?
I got that feeling when we first.
Hey, I'm recording this. Do you? Maybe I'll edit it down and put it out.
Okay.
If you're down with that. But next time we gotta get the audio better.
Yeah.
I would love to just sit here and interview you. We'll trade ideas in real time.
Let's do it.
Maybe we should make the thing for making this record, or whatever records we do with this.
Let's do it. Let's do a lot more of these anyway.
Yeah. This is dope.
Just period.
Yeah. No, it's a good hang. But
we need to call it something, because this will be really, I think people would really, besides what you're already doing,
a little separate podcast.
Yeah, a little separate podcast. Because I know you already get into technical things.
I've been off for a while, so I'm down for whatever. I've actually taken a sabbatical from doing the Danger Dojo because I don't know how to do it without other people coming over and
live, right?
And I kind of want to reboot anyway. But yeah, well, I'll do that, and then we'll get it better next time with the audio, because I definitely feel like we're going to talk about audio should sound good. But we dropped more knowledge than a clumsy librarian today.
We did. We did, which is why if this was a podcast, it would have been really...
It still could be.
Right.
But like Gary Vee says, we'll get it better next time. Perfection doesn't exist. So
yeah.
And I'm pissed because I'm actually in a Gary Vee video promising I would do more content, and I slacked since then. So I need to get back on the ball on that. Well, cool, bro. I'm gonna go. And I'll look forward to hearing the track for real, and I'll send you some guitar ideas, and we'll do this again, maybe next week or whatever. Cool. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. I'm all down. All right, man. Appreciate you. No problem, Dan. Appreciate you, man. All right. Be good, man. All right. You too. Peace.